Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today, we are finally starting construction on my pond. In case you don't already know, I am building a pond in my front yard. I already started on a couple things. A couple days ago, I started raking all this lava rock out of the way. And then about 10 minutes ago, I started digging up this stump. There used to be a giant bush here, just like that one over there. But before we start digging the actual pond, I want to talk about something real quick. Yesterday, I had people come out and scan for underground utility lines. Here in Missouri, it is the law to either call 811 or go to their website before you start digging anything. I don't know about the other states, but here in Missouri, you are lawfully required to call before you dig. And not a lot of people on YouTube talk about this, so I just want to talk about it real quick. I had no idea if there were any underground lines under this area, like water lines, gas lines, electric lines, whatever. And believe me when I tell you, you do not want to break through one of those. It would be an extremely big hassle and an extremely big paycheck to have that repaired. So trust me, before you dig anything, a pond, a garden, whatever, call 811 or go to their website. It's 100% free. It takes them like 2 days to come out, and all they do, it literally takes like 10 minutes. They use their little scanner monitor things and they scan the area you want to dig in and they mark where the lines are. I don't know what this means, but over here actually you can see a yellow line and it goes all the way through this gravel. And the crazy part is I was actually considering having my pond down here, and if I did that and if I started digging without calling them first, I would have busted right through this line. So trust me, if you want to build a pond, call before you dig. But now, with that out of the way, let's get started on our pond. So like I mentioned, I already raked most of the lava rock out of the way, and I started digging out this stump. It's been a pain. I've been working on it for like 15-20 minutes, but I think it's almost ready to break free. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig that the rest of the way out. Got my old batting gloves right here. And there it is. All right, so we have the stump out of the ground. Now I'm going to get all that dirt out of here. Alright, so as you guys just saw, I went ahead and removed that plant. I can't remember what it was called, but we want to keep that plant, and I'm probably even going to plant it somewhere around the pond when I'm done. So we're good to go there. I removed that giant stump, and I just wanted to get those two things out of the way so that I could make a clear stencil, I guess you could call it. And what I'm going to use for that is this extension cord. I'm going to kind of shape the pond how I want it, and then I will spray it with spray paint, and then we'll start digging. And as you saw there, I just went ahead and laid that extension cord in the shape that I want the pond to be, and then I sprayed around it. And now I think we are finally ready to start digging. Here we go. All right, so we have a bit of a problem, a major problem, I guess. I'll just show you. So I was just swinging my pickaxe and I heard something that sounded hollow. That right there is PVC pipe. That comes from our gutter. Our gutter goes down and underground under the sidewalk, straight through there, and then comes out right here and goes down this hill. So there's where it comes out. We thought it was going to go right by the edge of the pond, but nope. For some reason it's over here and we can't move that. It would be more of a hassle to move that than it would be to like dig the pond. So we're gonna have to relocate the pond. Well, not relocate, redesign. So basically none of this is gonna be pond. Pond's going to cut off right here, and I guess we'll just have to expand this way. And that right there, like I was talking about earlier, is why you call before you dig, because that could have been an electric line or a gas line. I wouldn't have known if I wouldn't have called, but luckily it was just a gutter drain pipe and I didn't damage it. I hit it once, but yeah. That just proves my point. But anyway, now I'm going to head inside, take a little break, and draw something new up, try and come up with a new plan. Alright, so it's a little while later. I just drew up my new plan. Here it is. First of all, here was the original plan, just as a reference. The pipe that I ran into goes about right here, so obviously that's not gonna work. So, here is the new pond. The waterfall is now gonna be over here, and that will spill into this pool, and then that will spill into this pool, and then that will spill into the pond over here. That's where the skimmer is going to be. I'm doing a different kind of skimmer. It's called an intake bay. You'll see that in episode 2. But yeah, the pipe again goes about right here. And the reason I can put all of this here is because this is actually going to be above ground. This is going to be kind of a hill and it will pour down into the pond. So I'm going to go mark the new pond and paint it, and then we can start digging the new area. Alright, so there's the new pond outline. Yeah, just ignore all that. This is where the waterfall is going to come down and sploosh. So I'm going to continue digging this pretty much until it gets too dark to see, and then we'll head inside. Alright, well, that's gonna wrap up day one. I worked literally into the night, and I'm pretty pleased with what we got done. We were kind of thrown a curveball, having to literally replan the entire pond, but I actually kind of like this design better than the first one, so it's fine. So now I am going to go in and get to bed at a decent hour, wake up early in the morning and get back at it. And here we are, day 2 of the pond build. As you can see, we still have a lot to do. I'm hoping to be done digging by tonight. I'm gonna dig pretty much all day, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so I've done a lot since the last time you guys saw it. There it is. It might be a little bit hard to tell on camera, but that's about a foot deep right now. But right now I am going to call it a day. I've done a lot. Here, let me just step in. You can see how deep that is. So yeah, most of the digging is done. Now tomorrow I'll just have to come in here and make the deeper pocket. That shouldn't take all that long. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And here we are, day 3 of the pond build. Again, this is how far we are. Probably a little less than a foot all the way around. I might go a little bit deeper. And I think what I'm gonna end up doing is having this be deep, and then have this be deep, and then the middle can be shallow, because this pond obviously isn't huge and the fish are going to want to hang out in the deep water, and if I only had this section be deep, that wouldn't be very much space. So I think I'm going to have both of the ends be deep, and then the middle will be shallow and kind of connect those. So I'm going to keep digging, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Here's where we're at. I just spent about an hour digging out that lower layer. That's about probably a little over a foot deep, and this one is about a foot deep. It's kind of hard to tell depth on camera, but I'm gonna go take about a 20-30 minute break, then I'm gonna head back out here and do the same thing on this side. And we're back at it. Just took a little break, drank some Gatorade, and now I'm ready to finish digging this pond. I'm basically just gonna do the same exact thing that I did right there, over there, and I think I'm also going to chip away at this middle section just to make that a little bit deeper. So yeah, this is the final stretch. I'm not going to stop until this pond is completely dug. All right, the pond is dug. It's completely done. It's about 2 feet at the deepest point, and then it's also the same over there. And then this middle is going to be the shallow section. That'll be about 7 inches deep. I went ahead and used that tamp to solidify all the dirt so it's all stable. I also tamped that massive pile of dirt. That's where the waterfall is going to be, and it's going to pour down into the pond. So hopefully now you guys are getting a better vision on what it's going to end up looking like. So basically the waterfall is going to be like right here. That's going to pour into a mini pool right here. That's going to pour into a mini pool right here. And then that's going to pour into the actual pond. So the hardest part is done, digging the actual pond, but we still are going to have to do a little bit more digging. We're going to have to dig a trench to connect the skimmer to the waterfall. That shouldn't be that hard though. It only needs to be like 2 inches underground. And then the type of skimmer I'm doing is actually an intake bay. I'll have like a picture of what those look like. They're actually really cool. Basically, there's going to be another mini pool like right here that I still have to dig, and the pump is going to be under that. The pump is going to be underground, and the water is going to be sucked through the gravel in that little pool, so that if any leaves or anything are in here, it'll make its way over to the intake bay. And since the water's being sucked in under the gravel right there, all the leaves will just swirl around in that bay, and then I will scoop them out from there. But yeah, the pond is dug. It is supposed to rain tonight, and I don't want the pond to get like all sloppy and stuff because I'm hoping to put the liner on tomorrow. So right now I'm going to use this old tarp to cover it. All right, the pond is completely covered, and it's getting too dark to see, so I'm going to pack everything up and head inside, start editing, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. And that is actually where I'm going to end part 1. In part 2, we will be finishing this pond, hopefully, or at least very close to it. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be awesome. So far, this pond has costed me $0 and some hard labor. But that will be changing in the next video, and we will go over the cost of everything. But yeah, I have today's comment of the day, and that goes out to Florida Man. Good stuff. Enjoyed the video. Thank you very much, Florida Man. I appreciate that. And if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you gotta do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.